President Olusegun Obasanjo has again hit at the President Muhammadu Buhari. He says his former vice Atiku Abubakar is not a saint, or is better than the incumbent president. As Mr. Atiku says, Nigeria's democracy is in peril. And the Onogan CCT saga continues as an appeal court in Abuja today dismissed a suit filed by the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onogan, seeking a stay of execution on his ongoing trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal. Well, thanks for joining, everyone. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimaloe in Abuja, the nation's capital. The elections are getting closer by the day. Check out the countdown clock right here on Channels Television. It is 17 days to the crucial polls. Let's tell you quickly about the breaking news that we are following for you right now on Channels Television. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, has filed 10 charges bordering on allegations of fraud against former Secretary to the government of the Federation, Mr. Babache Lawal. The Anti-graft agency also filed 4 charges of alleged fraud against a former Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Mr. Ayodele Oke, and his wife, Mrs. Folashade Oke. The charges are coming more than 15 months after they were sanctioned by the president. So many issues on the front burner in the land today. So let's check out some of the political stories we're following for you at this time.
Civil society groups in Nigeria are imploring the federal government to take all necessary steps to ensure that government institutions are not used to manipulate election outcomes in next month's general elections. The Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center says security agencies must be above board to ensure that aggrieved parties are not motivated to take the law into their own hands. The center's country director, Awal Rafsanjani, made this known during an interactive session on security agencies' role in elections in Abuja.
The unnecessary deployment of a large number of armed security personnel to a particular election center, it is a calculated attempt to intimidate and harass voters.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is set to release the final list of candidates for governorship, state houses of assembly and the FCT area council elections tomorrow, January the 31st. The list will be published in all the state offices of the Commission across the country and on the Commission's website. The chairman of the Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, made the revelation at the swearing-in ceremony of the new Bayelsa State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Elder Monday Udo.
We have already implemented 10 out of 14 activities on our timetable and schedule of activities. The final list of candidates for governorship, State Assembly and FCT Area Council elections.
And the country director of the United Nations Women, Comfort Lamti, has called for a security beef-up as the 2019 general elections approach. Speaking at a forum organized by the UN Women ahead of the 2019 elections, Mrs. Lamti criticized the spate of violence at the just concluded primary elections and at some campaign venues, stating that it must be tackled headlong to avoid a repeat in the general elections. Besides asking women to make their votes count in the 2019 elections, there is a call to women to take up active roles in the socio-economic development of the country.
Women's role in promoting peaceful elections is very critical and timely.
The INEC says special provisions have been made to assist persons with disabilities during the 2019 elections. INEC Commissioner Adekunle Ogumala, who is in charge of outreach and partnership, stated that some of the special provisions include magnifying glasses for albinos and posters with instructions for the hearing impaired, while separate queues will be created for the elderly and pregnant women. Mr. Ogumala was speaking after a meeting with some persons with disabilities and the European Union support to democratic governance in Nigeria.
In terms of creating a separate queue for the disadvantaged groups during elections, and this group includes PWDs, the elderly, the pregnant women also.